Stage 6 has to do with supplier selection. Okay, stage 5 does not always apply. Okay, you may simply look up the specifications of that part, okay, online, and you may research the supplier to find out the price and the specs. Okay, however, in some cases, stage 5, which is proposal solicitation, it may apply. Okay, especially when you're dealing with a mechanic, for example. If you're dealing with a mechanic, you may ask the mechanic to send you a quote as to how much the labor and the parts might be. Okay, if you're trying to fix the transmission or the engine. Okay, if you're looking for mechanics, okay, you may compare different quotes from different mechanics to arrive at a price that you feel is comfortable for you to pay. Okay, so this is your proposal solicitation. The next step is supplier selection. So this is supplier selection. Now, when we talk about supplier selection, okay, once you review all the proposals from different vendors, okay, the buying center makes a choice. Okay, this is once you get all the quotes from different mechanics, okay, you may decide as to which mechanic you want to go ahead with, okay, to fix the car. Okay, so this has to do with supplier selection. Okay, this is a thorough review of the proposals. Okay, the next step has to do with your order routine specification. So this is stage 7 or step 7. This is order routine specification. So order routine specification. So after you select your supplier, the B2B buyer negotiates the details of the order. Okay, so critical items here are what is needed, how much is needed, okay, and when it is needed. Okay, so this has to do with the technical specs, okay, the quantity required, and the expected time of delivery. Okay, so technical specs, quantity required, okay, and expected time of delivery. So if this is a parts store, for example, for either your car or for your cell phone. Okay, this is something that you will do as part of your buying process. You'll find out the technical specs. Okay, you'll decide on the quantity required, and you'll figure out the expected time that will take for the item to be delivered. Okay, so this is your order routine specification, stage 7. And finally, the last stage has to do with performance review. Okay, now something I forgot to mention under stage 7, when you negotiate with your parts dealer or when you negotiate with your mechanic, you may also be looking for things like warranties, return policies, okay, and other critical items that are relevant to the purchase. Okay, if you buy something from a department store, for example, you may be looking for warranty, whether you can return this item. Okay, if you buy something from Amazon, you check for the warranty, whether you can return this item within 30 days. And likewise, if you buy something from a parts store, whether it's a cell phone store, okay, or a car parts store, auto parts store, okay, you may be looking for warranty, okay, that they may be offering, okay. So that gives you an idea as to when you can return this part in case it doesn't work out or in case you find something else. All right, and the last stage has to do with performance review. All right, now this is sort of like your feedback, okay, after a phone call, okay, feedback for the customer support. Okay, or feedback for the parts team. Okay, once you've bought the product, okay, once you've tried the product, if it works, you send the feedback to the support team or to um, the uh, the returns desk or the customer service desk at the home improvement store. Okay, or if this is a parts store, you may send feedback to the manager. Okay, if this is a cell phone store, you may send feedback to the owner of the cell phone store. Okay, so this has to do with sending a feedback. Okay. So this is where the B2B buyer, okay, reviews the performance of the supplier. So reviews the performance of the supplier. Okay, and checks whether or not this person, this supplier meets the expectation. Okay, to check whether this supplier, whether a supplier meets expectations. All right, so that has to do with performance review. Okay, that will be it when it comes to your buying process for businesses or B2B buying. On behalf of V Electronics, this is Obey. Have yourself a great day.